This is Richard with RC Video Productions. Today we're going to take a look at a compact rig that I assembled for doing a large trade show where I'm trying to lighten the load but still offer 4K. So this is the bag that I actually am planning to take with me to the NAMM trade show. If you're not familiar with NAMM, NAMM stands for National Association of Music Merchants. It's the largest trade show in the United States for music manufacturers, people that make guitars, amplifiers, speakers, everything across the board related to music, even software. They converge on the Anaheim Convention Center every January to unveil the new products for the year. I've been working the show probably 25 years, something like that. It's an awesome trade show, but there's over 7,000 people or companies that are displaying at the show. It's a massive trade show. And what I've been doing the last few years is offering video reporting to companies that are displaying new product and giving them a video that is something that they can upload to their YouTube, Facebook, etc. to promote what happened at their booth. I offer that service if anybody who's attending NAMM or exhibiting at NAMM is interested. You can contact us. But I'm trying to do something compact because it's a large show. Walking the show is a physical task because up and down escalators and stairs and walking through the show can often be a challenge because it's a very crowded trade show. So I'm trying to reduce the weight and the size of a rig. So this is the bag that I'm taking. It's basically one of these smaller bags that is a shoulder strap bag. So let me show you what actually is going to be the rig. Okay, so what you see here on the table is the complete rig. Basically, I'm basing it around one of my Panasonic Lumix cameras, and this is the smallest and most compact camera that does 4K. It's a Panasonic Lumix G7. And what I've done is augmented it slightly so that I have pistol grip on this side so that I can actually use the natural built-in grip and have some very, very stable handheld where I'm not going to be taking a gimbal with me, basically because, again, it's extra weight, extra batteries, things that you got to carry. It's just not going to be feasible to be doing that. So one of the cool things is that you can actually use this. I've showed you in another video that I'll link to, that normally I have this with two grips, with two pistol grips. But again, to knock down the size and knock down the weight, I reduced it to one grip, and it's attached with an offset plate, and I have a quick release plate, a small one, so that I can remove this if necessary. But this is a really nice little rig that I'm using a 14 millimeter lens. That's a 2.8 Panasonic Lumix lens. It's actually a discontinued version, but still a really nice lens because it lets in a lot of light. And you're not having to boost your ISO to get the most amount of light in. So I also am utilizing this lens hood, which threads right into the threads of the lens itself, where you normally attach a filter. And of course the lens hood has this little white cap that can also function as something to do white balancing with. So I've got this, and this is really nice and lightweight. But again, at the bottom I still have another quick release plate, so that way I can attach other things. So if I wanted to, I can mount this to my fluid head tripod. I've got a lightweight tripod with a very small lightweight fluid head, so I can lock that on there if I need to do that. But let me start assembling this. I'll show you what else that I'm doing, because most of the time you need to be able to have people talking. I've got this little LED light from Neewer. The trade show is fairly well lit, but I like to have a little bit of fill light on here so that way we're not shooting in shadow areas. My Sony wireless rig, where I can mount this here, and I have the XLR cable connected at the moment, but the other cable that I do have also will allow me to output eighth inch stereo, so I can go right into the camera and feed clean audio from my wireless handheld microphone. I'll have an associate with me that will be doing interviewing and things like that If you've never been to the NAMM show or a trade show with thousands of musical instruments, you just can't do it with a lav. So handheld mic is the best way to block out as much noise as possible. So if I need to do some high quality uncompressed audio, let's say I want to record a demo of a guitar, amplifier, etc., then I break out the Tascam DR600 Mark II. It's a 4-track recorder, and I can basically, again, with quick release plates here, slap this guy on really quickly, and I've got XLRs here where I can plug in, again, either the output of this wireless mic to capture that voice on one track, and then I've got cables and other microphones that are compact in the bag that can record the audio of the guitar or amplifier for a high quality audio demo. So this is the rig. It's really compact. The strap itself is still at arm's length, so you can hold it out so I can see the screen. But again, with the Lumix, you can articulate the screen at different angles. So if I need to shoot a little lower, I can tilt the monitor up. Really nice compact rig. Doesn't weigh terribly a whole lot. And again, it's scalable. That's the big thing, is it's something that I can scale without having to worry about not being prepared for doing high quality audio, having fill light, having 4K should I need it, and working with whatever is thrown at me when I'm at the trade show. This is Richard with RC Video Productions. I'll provide links to all this if you guys want to check out maybe assembling something like this with one of your mirrorless or DSLR cameras. A lot of this would work just perfectly with another model of camera, even if you're not using a Lumix. Just a great little rig to have. Stay tuned for more videos on how I use my rigs and how I conform them to different shoots. This is Richard with RC Video Productions.